Hey guys, today I'm showing you my April favorites, well, pretty much my March and my April favorites. Everything is listed down below with links and with the timestamp of where you can click on if you just want to listen about a particular product. So first thing for skincare, this AQUATION moisturizing cream. Okay, so I'm really big on daily moisturizing. Basically every single day when I get out of the shower, I moisturize my whole body just because my skin is dry and it's just part of my routine. I don't know if it's CeraVe or CeraVe, however you pronounce it, but they were my favorite. It kept me so moisturized. Then I got a Vox box through Influencer, the Twinkle Vox box. In there they had an AQUATION bottle, not this one, but just their normal kind of like liquidy moisturizer for your body. And I really liked it. So long story short, I ended up getting more product from AQUATION. This is a moisturizing cream as well, but it's more creamy. But this is so good. If you have dry skin like me and need to moisturize daily and just like a no scented moisturizer, clinically proven too. And fragrance free, that's big for me because fragrance actually dries you out more. But that leads me to my second favorite, which is e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. This is amazing. I have heard from so many people that they love this. Dry skin, oily skin, whatever. You know the feeling you get when you put on a really nice face mask, then you take it off like a moisturizing one, you can just feel your skin feeling like cooling and moisturized and really good. That's what this does every time you use it. And I am just obsessed with putting this on. Like, it feels so good. Your skin just automatically looks better. It's perfect as a primer. This is what I've been using as a primer basically every time I put on makeup since I've gotten this. And I use it just before bed too, with my nightly routine, because I just want it on my face all the time. Like, I'm not even kidding. This is the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator, which you may have seen around. They're pretty popular. Alright, so they come in a bunch of different flavors, but the one I have been using is coconut, and I really like it. It smells so good. The actual stick is kind of hard. Like, you feel like you kind of have to rub kind of hard on your lips for it to actually exfoliate them. Like, softens up a little bit. You rub it a few times. It just is really good because the exfoliating makes your lips bigger. It actually does. Like, I feel like it always plumps them up a little bit. And it just feels good on your lips, and plus it's very moisturizing too. Alright, so next is foundation, and it is the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. It is a matte full coverage foundation. I was like, I need like a good high-end full coverage foundation. Like, it's about time. Like, I need to go get one. I tried a few on, and like the lady at Sephora swatched some on my face for me. And this one, it just felt the best on. Because, I mean, that's the thing about full coverage and matte. They're going to be drying. It's very likely that it's not going to feel very natural on your skin. But this one did, and it looked really natural too. Like, it blended a lot better than the other ones I was trying out. So, again, I have dry skin, and it really doesn't ever feel too cakey. I mean, I do feel like I have to do a lot of hydration prep before I apply it. But it blends in really well. It sits well. It looks very natural. But it definitely still has that full coverage effect where it's covering everything super well. Even when I have blemishes and stuff, I don't feel the need to color correct like I do for basically all my other foundations. I usually have been also mixing this foundation with something else that's moisturizing, which is actually my next product, the Marc Jacobs Dewdrop, the Coconut Gel Highlighter. My last video was actually a review on this. I'll go ahead and link it above and down below. I like this a lot. I really like mixing this with the Urban Decay foundation. That has pretty much been my go-to every single time I've been doing makeup. And I just like the way it blends with the foundation to just give a more luminous look to the skin. And I've been using it to highlight as normal too, like cheekbones and everything, and as a base for other highlighters. So that's liquid highlighter, and I actually have two powder highlighters. One is e.l.f. in Moonlight Pearls. Since I'm so fair, a lot of highlighters can be too much for me. Like, even like golden tone ones can just be too dark and won't even look like actual highlighter on my skin. It almost looks more like a bronzer. So this one I really like because it's just a really nice shade to highlight anywhere with. It's light enough that it's just more closer to a white than a like bronzy, goldeny, or any other color like that. At first I really wasn't sure about these highlighters because, you know, I would just be kind of like rubbing my brush on it like normal, and I felt like nothing, it just wasn't pigmented enough. Actually, I'm pretty sure Hiiii said this, so shout out to my girl Hiiii. She said if you scratch the top layer off, then it works better. So I tried that, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's working now. But then I felt like it kind of went back to not working as much. So now I've just been scraping it a little bit every single time I use it, and it actually does now come out really, really pigmented. So I wear it on its own. I wear it on top of the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops when I do the inner corner eyebrow bone. It's just, I have usually just been going for this. That leads me to my next highlighter. It is Becca Opal. And I know you guys are probably like, seriously, like, this highlighter is so old. I've been wanting to try either Opal or Moonstone by Becca because those are always raved about, and they have been for years. But I just never got around to getting one. But I do have the Jaclyn Hill palette, the face palette by Becca, so I know she has good stuff. But I just have been really wanting to try one of these two shades because they're supposed to be so good. So I got a really good sample from Sephora. They had really, really good samples for 100 points each. I do have a haul video where I mention all the samples I got. I'll go ahead and link it above if you want to check that out. But I got this in that haul, and right away I had no disappointments. Like, it's definitely more of a gold tone than Moonlight Pearls, but it's not overbearing for my skin tone, so it actually does still look really, really good on cheekbones. I forgot to mention all the products I'm mentioning today. I have them on right now. I'm wearing the Urban Decay foundation. I prep with the two e.l.f. products, and then I mix this in the foundation. I have this as a base on my cheekbones with the Becca Opal on top. And then I actually have Moonlight Pearls on my inner corner, Cupid's Bow, and eyebrow bone. But yeah, all these highlighters I have been loving, and these are just 3 highlighters that I've seen give me the most glow in general from any highlighter, so of course I love them. Okay, and actually the rest of the makeup products are by e.l.f. Alright, so next up is the e.l.f. Bronzer and Blush Duo in St. Lucia. I've always heard that it's a dupe for this one, NARS Laguna Bronzer and Orgasm Blush. I just did not really believe that it would be that good, not gonna lie. So I never bought it, even though I saw that it was so cheap. We got this in our PR package, and it is really good. Like, I was wrong, can't lie. Because I have tried NARS Laguna Bronzer. Of course, it's very, very good. And this bronzer is super good, and I've been wearing this almost every time I do my makeup since I got it. It just blends super nicely. It's like that perfect in-between shade where you can almost kind of contour with it, but also warm up the face as well. Peach Tone blushes are definitely my favorite, and this is just such a nice, subtle shade. I love products that are, number one, versatile, and that you can just like pop in your bag when you're on the go, pull them out, and they're just like ready for you. So I think this is perfect for traveling because you just pop it open, you have your bronzer, you have your blush, you can do eyeshadow with it. It's very pigmented, it's going to last a long time, and it is really good quality. Leads to this one, which is a big, big reason why I love it, because it is so versatile, which obviously you can guess because it's the e.l.f. Shadow, Brow, and Liner palette. It's just all mattes, earth-toned, natural mattes. It reminds me a lot of the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour palette. Just similar tones, obviously all mattes. Not as many shades, but the shades that are in this palette are very similar to the ones in the Kat Von D one. And I definitely feel like the same quality. This is primarily what I have been using for my eyebrows basically ever since I got it. And the one that's perfect for me is this third shade, and this is a really nice shade. It's a little bit more on the cool side. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it comes out really good. If I want to do a little bit darker on the tail for like a certain look, I just feel like that would look better. I have been going into like this shade right here and just filling my tail a little bit. As you can see, if you have darker brows, you know, lighter brows, you can use this palette to fill them in. Obviously, it makes for a perfect eyeshadow palette. You cannot go wrong with these shades of colors. You can do everyday looks, you can do more smoky, you can do cut creases, you know, whatever. And like I said, they're very easy to blend, good pigmentation. Just a perfect, perfect palette for throwing in your makeup bag, for traveling, whatever. It's just all here in one. And I love, love, love products like that. And of course, if you like to do powder liner, you can use basically any of those for that. Next up is lashes, and they are the e.l.f. Winged and Bold Luxe Lash Kit. So I know in the box they look kind of crazy because I have been wearing them out a little bit. But like I said, I have them on right now, and I just like them a lot. They are volumized, they just open your eye more. They're more winged out on the outer parts, but all of it is long, all of it is very volumized. And they're just really nice lashes. And I've been wearing them over and over again, and they're still wearing good. Alright, so this is the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner. And this is another thing that I did not think I was going to like at first. just because I tend to not like eyeliners with this kind of tip. But this works really well. I mean, at the end when I'm filling in my wing, it starts to dry up a little bit, but I just like give it a minute to dry up all the way and then I go back in and fill it in, if that makes sense. But this is good. This is pigmented. It actually is very easy to apply. Pretty much the only eyeliner I've been wearing actually the past month or two. These are lip oils by e.l.f. Basically like a lip gloss, and I usually do not like lip gloss at all. I feel like lip gloss is such a hassle. Like you can feel it on you, like feeling sticky and stuff, and I just don't like that feeling. And then your hair gets stuck in it and you have to like pull your hair off your lips. I don't know. I'm just not really a lip gloss person. But I have to say, these made me change my mind a little bit. So the lip oils, so that kind of like lip glossy texture is eliminated. It sits a lot more nicely on your lips. I do not really like to wear them on their own. I typically like to wear it just with like maybe on top of a lipstick, or even just line my lips a little bit and fill them in a little bit with a lip liner and then put a little bit of this on top. Pigmented, and I just like how it's not that like gross typical lip gloss consistency. You don't feel like that gloss like sitting on top of your lips and your hair doesn't get stuck in it. And this is the one I'm wearing right now. It is Nude Kiss. I'm pretty sure there's 5 shades. I have 4. But the other thing I really like is just, I like the packaging a lot. It's just really prestige looking. Like the way its shape is just like good for putting on your lips. It kind of looks like a foot. Well, it's because it's a doe foot applicator, but these look more foot-like than other doe foot applicators. And yeah, that is it. I hope this video doesn't turn out to be too long. I feel like it's gonna be. But regardless, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.